WCE, reigniting backyard wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall for this WCE exclusive match. Introducing first, J-Styrio. And introducing second, James Marshall.
Gentlemen, nice clean match for the both of you.
Are you high?
No, I'm not high. I don't do drugs. But anyways.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another WC exclusive between J-Styrio and James Marshall. It is I, your host, your savior with the most flavor, Sir Kyle Creamer, alongside
nonchalant Nicholas Crenson, and you know Kyle Creamer, I would not miss a chance to commentate and watch a James Marshall match. Me and James Marshall have a long history together, and you gotta remember that James Marshall is the first ever two-time WCE Interstate Openweight Champion.
That is true. And that headlock takeover looks really good. James is a technician in the ring, and that is going to be the toughest test for J-Styrio, as he actually has a wrestling match with one of the best wrestlers on our roster.
Yeah, James Marshall might not be the biggest when it comes to talking, but he lets his actions in the ring speak for himself, because he is one of the smartest and most technically sound wrestlers on the entire roster.
Oh, yes.
And a big arm wrench there into a hammerlock by J-Styrio, and right into the headlock.
Chaining, yay.
And he switches sides on the headlock. Big headlock takedown on James Marshall by J-Styrio.
There is nothing more technical than a headlock takeover, am I right?
That is correct, Kyle Creamer, and
this is turning out to be quite the,
but you cannot ever count James Marshall out, especially in situations like these, because he can find a way out of almost anything.
Oh, J-Styrio with a pin.
Oh, but Marshall versus, another reversal.
Another one.
And kick out by James Marshall.
You ain't gonna beat him that easily, Jay.
Yeah, you're not going to beat James Marshall very easily. Here's the thing. He held the Interstate Championship not once, but twice, beating Jonathan Pierce and then beating me in Darkfire. And two of the hardest hitting matches in WCE. Even Sean Jovi had to resort to such brutality and play James Marshall's game when he won the Interstate Championship from James Marshall.
Yes, indeed, that is true. You had to get physical. He had to walk a King's Road in order to win that title. And James was quite the King's Road competitor himself.
And he's getting J-Styrio into the corner and stomping on his back. Just putting a foot on the rope. And we know the unhinged one, James Marshall, is not above using every single tool that he has to win a match. And that, even if that means taking little liberties with the rules here.
That is true.
Oh, big chop on J-Styrio by James Marshall.
His chest is going to be beat right after this one.
And an Irish whip into the other corner. What's James Marshall going to do?
Oh,
misses the splash. Big. Oh, kick right on those haymakers.
The most electrifying haymakers in all of backyard entertainment.
And now J-Styrio going in with the chops and palm strikes on James Marshall in the corner there. And James just pushes him away. Oh, and a shining drop kick.
And now both men are down.
And James Marshall coming too. And oh no. J-Styrio is in the corner, and we know exactly what this could mean.
1, 2, 3.
As he puts the foot on him and chokes J-Styrio. James Marshall.
Luckily for J-Styrio, he only had to deal with it for 5 seconds.
And he's in the drop zone.
Oh, cannonball.
Cannonball.
With authority.
And he hits that perfectly. James Marshall and Sean Jovi both have two of the best cannonballs in the business.
Foot on the rope.
And a foot on the rope gets the rope break for J-Styrio. It's Marshall going to pick up J-Styrio. What could he be setting up for here?
Could be anything.
And he's going for a Glimmering Warlock!
Is that what we're calling it? I thought it was like a enziguri of sorts.
Shades of Eric Cannon right there with that Glimmering Warlock. That shining enziguri.
Yeah, it's going to leave a shine on J-Styrio's face after this one.
101%, buddy.
And that, it's moves like this that just show you how good James Marshall is. He can pull off things you wouldn't expect a guy his height and size to be able to do.
That is true. James is very acrobatic in the ring. He can do damn near anything. A man his size can't do. Except a 450 splash and a shooting star press. He can't do those. Oh, off the ropes. Jay
flip.
Flips him, but I think he's in the ropes.
Yeah, I think he's right in the ropes there. James Marshall getting the rope break.
Good wing awareness by Marshall.
Styrio getting back to his feet right away. What's he gonna hit? He's got him. And big Uranagi.
The Stereo Nagi. The J Nagi. And now we got the most electrifying move. For, what?
The heck?
I don't know what that was. He flopped like a fish into a 5-knuckle shuffle. The most entertaining 5-knuckle shuffle in all of backyard entertainment.
J-Styrio looking to get an upset victory over James Marshall. This would be a big win here. Big drop kick by J-Styrio and James Marshall.
And now
flopping into the corner.
He's hella flopped.
Uh-oh.
And J-Styrio's going for something here. He's got to be careful not to hit the head on that tent.
Oh, he's walking the ropes.
What kind of circus act is this?
And, oh! Springboard cutter. And he got
Perfectly
the count.
executed.
1, 2, no! James Marshall gets the shoulder up.
Just barely, might I add. And now both men are down. Who will get to their feet first?
J-Styrio really being really impressive in this match, showing a lot of heart.
He's got the heart of a champion, but will he have the skills to defeat a former interstate champion?
Not just a former interstate champion, a former WPSW pure wrestling champion as well. And one of the toughest opponents I have ever faced in all my career. And that's putting him up there with the likes of people like Tim Mecca and Damon Knight. God rest their souls.
Yeah.
Oh, uh-oh. Marshall,
It's over.
setting up.
Oh, go for that acid bath. Oh, maybe not.
Nope. Mysterio fights out. Super kick!
J-Styrio with a super kick fiesta.
And he's going for the cover. But not hooking the leg. That is going to be your down. And yep. Marshall able to get the shoulder up.
Senior official Farver has had to argue with Jay here.
Excuse me, folks.
As James Marshall measuring his man.
Oh! Shining Yakuza.
There you go.
1, 2, up.
And he got a huge upset over James.
Marshall with that shining Yakuza kick. He just pinned a former two-time WCE Interstate Openweight champion.
That
That is the biggest
the ref
upset.
just told him, good job, kid.
That was one of the biggest upsets in WCE history here.
I would say so. And until next time, folks, keep rocking out like J-Styrio is. We'll be back with more exclusive content. As J-Styrio bids everyone on news, and so do we. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.